Good stuff. Hi, my name is Andrew, and welcome to my channel. I am currently a graphic design student with 2 cats, one of which will not leave me alone. And I wanted to start a new journey. I wanted to start new. So I'm currently a graphic design student, and I wanted to put myself out there for the world to kind of allow everyone on the outside to see my starting point and my growth throughout it. I am a photographer. I have loved art my whole life, and I have recently decided to take that leap to not pursue a traditional kind of career and go into a more art-related field. And I wanted to choose something that was feasible for the corporate world, just in case. I've been doing a lot of research as far as personal branding goes and building your online persona, which isn't so much persona. I want it just to be me. So recently in school, I just undertook a project to do a branding project, essentially, where I created what you see on the screen here. I came up with the logo. I came up with their material for their letterhead, as well as their business cards and envelopes. So now what I want to do, I want to create my own personal brand logo. I am new to the idea of creating logos, so it's probably not going to be great. But you know what? That doesn't matter, because this is a learning process. And we're going to learn together. Cue the B-roll, I guess. It's time. I want to just take you guys with me here, you know? Oh, I forgot how to use this. Ugh. All right. Let's go. Alright, so it is day 2, and I was hoping to finish this yesterday, but it took a long time. But luckily it was productive time. You know, sometimes you don't always come up with the greatest idea right off the bat, and that's okay. There's this thing, of course, that everyone knows, like creator's block or writer's block or whatever medium you choose. Essentially just a creative block. I was thinking of things to do for this logo like days before I even thought I'd make a video on it. And I just couldn't think of a way to make A and C like seamlessly fit together. So how do you get around that? For me personally, I see there being like two ways to do it. And you can kind of interchange them a little bit, which is what I ended up doing. There is the option of you just crank out a bunch of garbage. You know it's not going to be good. You have an idea like, oh, maybe I'll just, just kind of force these things together. Like trying to cram the square block into the triangle little cutout. You just jam hard enough. That will never work unless, no, that'll never work. But doing that allows you to see, like how things could essentially pair together. For instance, like when I was doing it, there was a logo or a A and C combination that didn't necessarily look good together, but like my brain started making patterns out of it. Like, oh, well, like the A and the C together in that way kind of make this kind of shape. Like it looks like this. Like maybe I could turn that into something, make it look appealing. And then you take that idea and you just run with it. And if it leads you somewhere cool, great. If not, you explored that possible outlet and you would never have known otherwise. And the second option that you can do is one that I highly recommend for like everything you do. Look at references and inspirational work. I kind of can't stress that enough because that is something that I used to do in the wrong way, but you can use it to your benefit essentially. At this point, almost nothing, is original. Everyone's done something creative and done a piece of work in their own certain way. And everyone else's work has seen that and developed their kind of, view of what they feel is good art. And they kind of make their own style off of the influence of other people's styles. So using other people's work as inspiration is almost a necessity in a way. It's hard to imagine something off the top of your head without seeing it. And then you're like, oh, I like that. I can kind of twist it and do my own little spin on it like this. Now when I say I used to do it in the wrong way, not so much for graphic design, but my entire childhood, I never took that extra step to make something of my own. I always, like Dragon Ball Z was my thing, and I drew it a lot. Like that was what I drew a ton, was Dragon Ball Z. And I never drew anything from, not my mind, but never like took a character and drew it from my, in their own stance that I thought of or something. I always took a panel or a screenshot, and I never traced, but I could always see something and just replicate it. So that's always been my strong suit, and I'm only now recently stepping out of that comfort zone and finding something or creating something of my own. It's not easy, but it'll make you better in the long run. So let's jump right into the process from this point on. I've come up with 3 possible logos that I could choose from, and now I just need to go through the next step of the creative process. Though I'm doing it a little bit out of order, but we need to go to the next step in order to figure out which one better represents me, I guess you could say. So let's head on over.
All right, so here we have my 3 options that I've picked so far. I can show you my sketches. Just give me 1 second. I'll put it up on screen right now. There's some real bad ones. But like I said, sometimes you just gotta jam out those horrible ones, and you might come up with some cool stuff. You never know. I don't know if I did or not. I don't think I did, but it's worth it nonetheless. So here we got kind of a free-flowing gradient kind of thing. Like each one of these is its own little path, which I kind of like. So it's like on different layers almost. Not so sure about the colors, but colors are always changeable. For this one, I really like. It's a little. I don't know. It's my two favorite colors, kind of like an aqua teal and an orange. But I don't know. I don't know. I like it. I'm just not sure if it fits what I'm going for, but we'll see. It may turn out that I like it. And here we have my personal favorite, which is the A and the C kind of cut in half, like they're overlapping. It's kind of like this, but if you were to like slash a line through it, and then I added some like little elements to give it a little motion and whatnot. Okay, and here we have the final font pairings with the logo. And for this one, I've decided upon the Ambroise regular. I wanted it to contrast the thin. I liked it that it contrasted the thin here, but not too much, because if you go too bold, this one looks alright, but I do like the little bit less of a contrast. Doesn't like punch you in the face. It's enough to stand out, but not be too harsh. And for this one, I ended up deciding on the Nouveau Grotesque. I believe I actually enlarged this a little bit, but that'll be on the next one, because the logo right now is a little too large in comparison with the name. And for this one, I decided also, I really like this font, the Nouveau Grotesque. So this is the one I decided on here. And going over to just the very, very basic tests, I actually changed, this used to be a square, I changed it to a circle. But when you put it onto a business card, my idea is to have the entire background, like the entire card is kind of that teal black. I really like this one. I made the lines a little thicker, so when you actually view it from a distance, like this is a piece of paper. And this one, I like this design, but to me, it seems a little like early 2000s tech company. So I like the way it looks. I feel like it's visually pleasing, but I don't feel like it portrays me. So it's between this one or this one. Drum roll. Who won? I think I know the answer. This one. Oh. What an amazing reveal. These are just once I had them finalized, I put them here. Still no love for this guy. Sorry, man. This one was the winner. Okay. So this is going to be my logo. I really like how it turned out. This is the template for like, I'm gonna making envelopes. So this is exactly what I did for school. I just wanted to replicate it with my thing. I'm not going to fill this out yet. I wanted this video just to be my logo, the creation process of my logo. I will continue to work on doing this, like building the business cards, and I'll have probably like a time lapse or something with stops here and there discussing my process. But for now, I am just going to leave it at this. This will be the new logo. So yeah, this is my logo. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm actually very happy with it. I was very nervous going into this. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to come up with anything like decent, but I'm actually pretty happy with what I did. So thank you so much for watching this. I am going to be making a lot more design videos, photography videos. They're mostly going to be, I guess you could say, like vlog things. There might be tutorials here and there. We'll see. I honestly don't know. I'm just going to do me. And we're going to see how that works. So have an amazing day. Go and make something creative. Don't let anyone put you down. You can do what you put your mind to. Go do great things. And I'll see you in the next one.
Future me. I know this is awkward. It's okay. Everything's gonna be fine. Your cats are the only ones here to judge you.